Could you make yourself known, either by talking to us, shouting your name, or banging on something, or moving something? Could you do that now for me, please?
So there was a photograph taken over in this area which shows 3 sort of shadow figures that are sitting roughly around there. Can you hear us? Where did it come from, Phil?
It sounded like it was coming back from the chapel just next to us, which we haven't gone into yet.
So if you could do something, please, and then we know that you can hear us.
I just thought, maybe if I was here on my own, you might be more willing to talk to me.
What was that?
There was a flash of light from somewhere.
Light went right down that wall.
It did, yeah.
I kid you not, I was just about to step up and go in, and I felt something touch my hand.
And this pen has suddenly appeared on the floor.
Yes, sir, yes.
Even poison. Manufactured record.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Here we go.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Here we go.
It's like a light is in my face, but I can't fall for you. I close my eyes and drift away. I've overdosed on you. Cause then you wake up dead one day.
Our investigation continues at Mountfitchet Church of the Dead. On our daytime investigation, there were unexplained noises, the clearest footsteps that we have captured to date. And as Phil and I finish our first EVP session, our static cam captures a shadow figure moving within the chapel. We make our way over to the north aisle where shadow figures have been photographed. Okay, I'm sat in one of the pews where
previously some shadow figures were caught sitting down here, and as Jeff said already, we tried to recreate that, and we were unable to, so we can't explain the shadow figures away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask if any members of the congregation that may still be here with us, if they'd like to come and join me, please. Come and sit in the pews next to me and around me. This church dates from the 14th century. This part I'm sitting in is from that period. And then there was later additions. Do you remember this church before the additional parts were added? I'd imagine up until recent times, when services were held here, this church was packed. People would have been sat on a very regular basis where I'm sitting now. Was there an order dependent upon your class, your rank in society?
What was that? Did you hear that, Phil?
Yeah. Are you moving around? Are you coming closer?
A loud noise is heard coming from behind me within the pews. Here is the audio enhanced.
What was that? Did you hear that, Phil?
Yeah.
What was that? Did you hear that, Phil?
Yeah.
We head down to the chancel where Sir Thomas Middleton's sarcophagus is located, and as I am about to enter, I feel someone touch my hand.
What?
Something touched my hand.
Did it?
I kid you not, I was just about to step up and go in, and I felt something touch my hand.
Ooh.
There's nothing here.
No. Oh, I'm glad I'm not going in.
Over here is the sarcophagus of Thomas Middleton. And he was a very rich man. Hi, Thomas. If it's possible, I'd like to speak to you. I've been doing a lot of reading about you and your family. So you was quite rich. You was a landowner, Lord of Stansted Hall. You even helped out Sir Walter Raleigh on his explorations. A politician, Lord Mayor of London. Now, as I was just entering this area, I felt something touch my hand. Was that you, Thomas?
Nothing was heard, and there were no EVPs captured at the sarcophagus of Thomas Middleton or his daughter's tomb, Hester Middleton. So Phil and I took a seat in the chapel, where earlier our Static Cam 1 captured a shadow figure. We also set up a 360 motion detector and a music box which will activate when movement is detected.
Okay, we've sat down here in the chapel, and we've set up various devices around movement detectors, EMF detectors, got a laser grid. So if anything approaches us, it should set something off. That's the plan anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask if there are any spirits that can hear us, any at all. If you could come up and join us. There's a chair here for you. Come and sit with us. I thought I saw something just right down the very end, to the right of the... You see the infrared light?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like something was light and then it went dark to the right of it. It was weird.
Can you come down and join us, please? We're down here. Come down. Who's in charge here? Is there one of you that still looks after this building? As I said before, there's no reason to worry. I mean, at the end of the day, we have heard you earlier, and people have seen you, so we know that you are here, so come and join us, or even make a noise.
An EVP is received on our Static Cam 1 saying, "Help them." Here is the audio from Static Cam 1 enhanced. I mean, at the end of the day, we have heard you earlier, and people have seen you, so we know that you are here. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we have heard you earlier, and people have seen you, so we know that you are here. So, I've been wanting to come to this church and investigate it for something like 10 years, but just couldn't get access. They wouldn't allow anyone in to do that. So now that we're here and we've managed to gain access to this. What was that?
There was a flash of light from somewhere.
Light went right down that wall.
It did, yeah.
We both see a large streak of light shoot down the wall, and after reviewing our static cams, nothing was caught on film as the wall is just out of shot. But our static cam 2 captures the anomaly seconds before as it rises out of the pews, floats down into the chancel, changing its shape, and then goes into the chapel where we are both sitting. I've been wanting to come to this church and investigate it for something like 10 years, but just couldn't get access. They wouldn't allow anyone in to do that. So now that we're here and we've managed to gain access to this. What was that?
There was a flash of light from somewhere.
Light went right down that wall.
It did, yeah.
So we've collected up the 360 monitor, the laser grid with motion detector and the music box. We've turned them off just for now, as Phil is going to go in by himself, and maybe they'll come forward with just him by himself inside there doing a solo session.
I just thought maybe if I was here on my own, you might be more willing to talk to me. Perhaps, just one-to-one. I've been doing this now for about 10 years. And I've always described myself as an open-minded skeptic, I suppose. But what I would say is that in all the time I've been doing this, there's been things I've seen which I can't explain. Things have happened, and you think, well, that was a bit different. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I suppose the reason why I do it is for answers. Everybody wants to know, is there life after death? I do believe God exists. I do believe he created us. And I do believe that he looks out for us. And I wonder whether the things I've seen and done, and witnessed, are from spirits that maybe are stuck here for some reason. Or is it something else? It wasn't that long ago that we didn't understand the concept of germs. Just because we couldn't see them or didn't know about them didn't mean that they didn't exist. So perhaps that's the case. Maybe what I've witnessed is not spirits necessarily. Maybe it's something else. But that's why I'm talking to you.
Knocking is heard coming from within the church, and it is coming from the north aisle pews. Here is the audio taken from Static Cam 1.
Maybe it's something else. But that's why I'm talking to you. Maybe it's something else. But that's why I'm talking to you. Keep hearing noises. Strange noises.
Phil completes his lone session inside the church, and as we are walking through the north aisle, we discover something that is on the floor, which was not there before.
Okay, something a little strange just happened. We ended the sessions, left our equipment on, popped outside just for 5 minutes. We've come back in, started to clear up the equipment, and as we were walking back, Jeff felt something underfoot, which was rather odd, and on the floor, I know it doesn't look like much, but basically there's a biro in the middle of the floor. Now, we've been walking up and down here since, 2 o'clock, Jeff? Half 1, 2 o'clock?
Easy.
We've walked up and down this floor dozens upon dozens of times, and this pen has suddenly appeared on the floor. There's absolutely no reason why a pen should be here. There wasn't a pen here. There's nowhere for it to have rolled off from. Really quite bizarre. As I say, it's a biro, it's a modern biro. Why it suddenly appeared in the middle of the floor, can't explain. But there it is.
We fire up the V2 SLS high-resolution cam with 3D monitoring system and commence several sweeps to see if we can map in any figures that our eyes cannot see.
Hi there. How you doing? We can actually see you. What?
Where are you going?
Oh, jumped straight off the screen. There. Over there. Can you come back, please? Just come back, Phil. Hi. What's your name? Jumped off the screen, gone again. Hello? We've come to speak to you. Figure of a child standing there at the end of that altar. What's your name? Can you walk towards us, please? Jumped off the screen again, straight up into the air.
Oh, hello, there's a figure.
With multiple figures captured on the SLS cam, we now know that we are not alone. It's 3 AM in the morning, so it was time to set up our sleeping arrangements within the chancel. As you can see, we're sleeping here for the night. If you'd like to activate any of our devices or speak to us, then please do so. As we are sleeping, something else is moving within the church. After enhancing the audio, there is not only movement, but there is also a voice which is saying, "Thomas." Is this the voice of Thomas Middleton letting us know that he is here with us?